The presidential inauguration is a ceremony of immense significance in American democracy. It is a moment that captures the attention of the entire nation and the world, as it represents the peaceful transfer of power from one leader to another. This event is not just a political formality. It is a profound ritual that underscores the stability and resilience of the democratic system in the United States. It is the peaceful transfer of power, a hallmark of a functioning democracy. The outgoing president and the incoming president come together in a display of unity and respect for the democratic process. This moment is a powerful reminder that, regardless of political differences, the nation's commitment to democracy remains steadfast. This ceremony signifies the strength and endurance of the nation's democratic principles. The waving flags, the gathered crowds, and the solemn oaths taken all serve as symbols of the enduring values that have guided the country since its founding. Each inauguration is a reaffirmation of the nation's dedication to liberty, justice, and the rule of law. The inauguration marks the beginning of a new presidential term. It is a moment of renewal and hope, as the new president takes the oath of office and pledges to uphold the Constitution. The inaugural address sets the tone for the new administration, outlining its vision and goals for the future. It is a public affirmation of the will of the people. The diverse crowd that gathers to witness the inauguration reflects the rich tapestry of American society. Their applause and cheers are a testament to the collective hope and aspirations of the nation. This public display of support is a crucial element of the democratic process, reinforcing the legitimacy of the new administration. From George Washington to the present day, each inauguration ceremony has embodied the values of American democracy. The traditions and rituals that have been passed down through the centuries connect the present to the past, reminding us of the enduring principles that have shaped the nation. These ceremonies are a living link to the country's history and a testament to its democratic heritage. The peaceful transition of power is a testament to the Constitution. This foundational document provides the framework for the orderly transfer of authority, ensuring that the government remains stable and effective. The Constitution's provisions for the transition of power are a cornerstone of American democracy, safeguarding the nation's democratic institutions. The Constitution lays the foundation for the peaceful transfer of power. It outlines the procedures and protocols that govern the transition, providing a clear and orderly process for the change in leadership. This legal framework is essential for maintaining the continuity and stability of the government. It ensures the continuity of the government. The seamless transition from one administration to the next allows the government to continue functioning without interruption. This continuity is vital for maintaining public trust and confidence in the democratic system. The inauguration is a symbol of hope and renewal for the nation. It represents a fresh start and the promise of new beginnings. The hopeful faces in the crowd reflect the optimism and aspirations of the American people as they look forward to the future. It is a time for citizens to come together. The inauguration brings people from all walks of life together in a shared celebration of democracy. This unity is a powerful reminder of the common values and ideals that bind the nation together. They unite in their shared commitment to democratic ideals. The diverse crowd at the inauguration is a testament to the nation's commitment to inclusivity and equality. This unity is a powerful symbol of the strength and resilience of American democracy. The ceremony serves as a reminder of the fragility of democracy. The historical footage and symbolic moments highlight the struggles and challenges that the nation has faced in its pursuit of democratic ideals. These reminders underscore the importance of vigilance and active participation in the democratic process. It underscores the importance of civic engagement and responsible leadership. The inauguration is a call to action for citizens to participate in the democratic process and for leaders to govern with integrity and accountability. This emphasis on civic responsibility is crucial for the health and vitality of the democracy. The inauguration is not merely a formality, it is a profound expression of the American spirit. The detailed shots of oath-taking and the preparations for the ceremony highlight the solemnity and significance of the event. This moment is a powerful affirmation of the nation's democratic values and principles. It is a profound expression of the American spirit. The waving flags and patriotic citizens reflect the pride and dedication of the American people. This spirit is the driving force behind the nation's democratic institutions and its commitment to liberty and justice. It embodies the principles of self-governance, and the rule of law. The inaugural speech and the attentive crowd are powerful symbols of the nation's commitment to these principles. This moment is a reaffirmation of the nation's dedication to democratic ideals and the rule of law. It is a celebration of the enduring strength of the American experiment. The fireworks and celebratory scenes reflect the joy and pride of the American people. This celebration is a testament to the resilience and vitality of the nation's democratic institutions and its commitment to the principles of liberty and justice. On April 30, 1789, George Washington stood on the balcony of Federal Hall in New York City. The air was filled with anticipation, and the eyes of the nation were upon him. He took the oath of office as the first President of the United States. With his hand on the Bible, he solemnly swore to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. This marked a pivotal moment in American history. It was the dawn of a new era, a moment that would be remembered for generations to come. The inauguration was a simple yet profound ceremony. There were no grand parades or elaborate festivities, just a solemn commitment to the future of the nation. It marked the beginning of a new era. The United States was now under the leadership of a president who embodied the hopes and dreams of its people. Washington's journey to New York was a triumphal procession. As he traveled from Mount Vernon to the nation's temporary capital, he was met with admiration and respect. He was greeted by cheering crowds. Men, women, and children gathered to catch a glimpse of the man who had led them to victory in the Revolutionary War. They lined the streets of every town and city he passed, flags waved, and the air was filled with the sounds of celebration and hope. His arrival in New York was met with great fanfare. The city was adorned with banners and decorations, and the people welcomed him with open arms. Artillery salutes and pealing church bells filled the air. The sounds echoed through the streets, marking the significance of the occasion. The inauguration ceremony itself was a solemn affair. It was a moment of reflection and commitment, a promise to lead with integrity and honor. Washington, dressed in a simple brown suit, took the oath of office. His attire reflected his humility and dedication to the principles of the new nation. He then delivered his inaugural address. His words were measured and thoughtful, setting the tone for his presidency. In his address, he spoke of the challenges and responsibilities facing the new nation. He acknowledged the difficulties ahead but expressed confidence in the American spirit. He called upon his fellow citizens to unite in support of the Constitution. He emphasized the importance of unity and the collective effort required to build a strong nation. The inauguration of George Washington was a momentous occasion. It was a defining moment that set the stage for the future of the United States. It marked the birth of a new nation. The United States was now a country with a leader who was committed to its principles and values. The ceremony established many of the traditions that continue to this day. From the oath of office to the inaugural address, these customs have become an integral part of American democracy. It set a precedent for the peaceful transfer of power. This principle has been a cornerstone of American governance, ensuring stability and continuity. This precedent has been followed by every subsequent president. Each inauguration is a reminder of the enduring legacy of George Washington's leadership and the values upon which the nation was founded. Over the centuries, the presidential inauguration has undergone significant transformations. What began as a modest and straightforward ceremony has now become a grand and elaborate event, reflecting the growth and evolution of the nation itself. It has evolved from a simple ceremony to a grand spectacle. In the early days, the inauguration was a relatively private affair, attended by a small group of officials and citizens. Today, it is a major public event, drawing thousands of attendees and millions of viewers from around the world. Changes in location, ceremony elements, and the role of media and technology have shaped the modern inauguration. Each of these aspects has contributed to making the event more inclusive, accessible, and reflective of the times. The location of the inauguration ceremony has changed several times. Initially, it was held in various cities, including New York and Philadelphia, before Washington, D.C. was established as the nation's capital. Washington, D.C. became the permanent capital in 1800. This decision marked a significant moment in American history, as it centralized the seat of government and provided a consistent location for future inaugurations. Thomas Jefferson was the first president inaugurated in the new capital city. His inauguration set a precedent for future ceremonies, establishing traditions that continue to this day. The ceremony was initially held at the Capitol building. This iconic location has become synonymous with the peaceful transfer of power, a cornerstone of American democracy. It later moved to the East Portico in 1829. This change provided a more suitable and grand setting for the growing number of attendees and the increasing importance of the event. The ceremony elements have also evolved over time. What was once a simple oath-taking has expanded to include parades, musical performances, and other cultural expressions. The inaugural address has become a defining feature of the event. Presidents use this opportunity to outline their vision for the nation, set the tone for their administration, and inspire the American people. Presidents use it to articulate their vision for the nation. These speeches often include calls for unity, reflections on the nation's values, and promises for the future. The inclusion of music, poetry, and prayers has enriched the ceremony. These elements add a layer of cultural and spiritual significance, making the event more than just a political ritual. It reflects the nation's diverse cultural heritage. By incorporating various artistic and religious traditions, the inauguration celebrates the rich tapestry of American society. The role of media and technology has dramatically transformed the inauguration. In the early days, news of the event spread slowly through newspapers and word of mouth. From newspaper coverage in the early days to live television broadcasts and online streaming, the event has become increasingly accessible to a global audience. This accessibility has allowed people from all walks of life to witness this pivotal moment in American democracy. The advent of social media has further amplified the reach and impact of the inauguration. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram enable real-time sharing and discussion, making the event more interactive and engaging for viewers around the world. Section 4. Echoes of History, Memorable Moments on Inauguration Day. Throughout history, numerous presidential inaugurations have been etched in the nation's memory. These memorable moments offer glimpses into the triumphs, challenges, and evolving spirit of American democracy. Abraham Lincoln's first inauguration in 1861 took place under the shadow of a looming civil war. His eloquent inaugural address, delivered just weeks before the outbreak of the war, was a plea for national unity. Franklin D. Roosevelt's first inauguration in 1933 came at the height of the Great Depression. His words, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself," resonated with a nation grappling with economic hardship. John F. Kennedy's inauguration in 1961 ushered in a new era of hope and optimism. His eloquent inaugural address, which included the iconic line, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," inspired a generation of Americans. Section 5. The Changing Face of America, Diversity and Inclusivity in Modern Inaugurations. Modern inaugurations reflect the increasing diversity and inclusivity of American society. The ceremonies have become more representative of the nation's multicultural fabric. They showcase the contributions of women, minorities, and people from all walks of life. The inauguration of Barack Obama in 2009 marked a historic milestone. He became the first African-American president of the United States. His election and inauguration were a testament to the progress made in civil rights. It signaled the nation's commitment to equality and opportunity for all. The inauguration of Kamala Harris as vice president in 2021 was another watershed moment. She became the first woman, the first African American, and the first Asian American to hold the office. Her inauguration shattered glass ceilings and inspired future generations of leaders. Modern inaugurations often feature diverse musical performances. They include readings from poets and writers from various backgrounds. These inclusions reflect the richness and vibrancy of American culture. They highlight the importance of representation and inclusion in the nation's highest office.